Well, we've covered it all week, and it's not going to happen. The legislature will miss the deadline to change a sentencing law. The state Supreme Court told lawmakers that mandatory life in prison for second-degree murder is unconstitutional, and to change the law by today. Seth Kaplan joins us. What now, Seth?
Yeah, it's kind of like budget deadlines in Pennsylvania, right? A little bit of flexibility there. Just to reset things first, Alicia, let's remind ourselves why this deadline exists. The state Supreme Court ruled earlier this year, as you mentioned, that PA's mandatory life sentences for people convicted of second-degree murder were unconstitutional. The concern was about a minority of convicts who, for example, drove a getaway car and didn't even know the shooter had a gun, that those people shouldn't die in prison. The Supreme Court didn't tell the General Assembly exactly what to do instead, but it did say how long the General Assembly had to do whatever it was going to do. 120 days. Well, today is the 120th day. The GOP-controlled Senate and Democrat-controlled House each passed bills, but those are very different bills. The Senate wants a 35-year sentence for second-degree murder.
I actually really feel for all the victims out there who have been through some just unbelievable tragedies, and now they're being faced with having to rip those scabs off the wound and not have any certainty, because it's really going to be a lottery now in terms of what type of judge do you get, what type of district attorney is going to push for something. And
the bill passed by the GOP-led Senate calls for that 35-year minimum sentence, but with flexibility in certain cases and a parole review process for people already serving life sentences. The House bill would establish no minimum and would provide more education for convicts to reduce recidivism. Several Senate Democrats did cross over and vote for the GOP plan. The House Dem plan passed on a strict party line vote. So with neither bill having passed the other chamber and gone to the governor's desk, you've heard Senator Martin's concern that dangerous murderers could find their way out of prison. Democrats say those concerns are overblown, that this merely allows them to begin a process of eventually going before a judge. Almost all the legislators are back home now. So Alicia, as you said at the beginning, there is almost zero chance anything will pass before midnight tonight, but there still is the chance the Supreme Court could grant a request out of Allegheny County to keep the current rules in effect another 120 days while the House and Senate work to find some common ground.
Boy, Seth, thanks for sorting all that out for us.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.